Equations. We like those.
Pencil's fun.
They are. I'm glad you think so.
No, obviously that's it.
I don't know. I don't understand sarcasm. All right, 1AA, an introduction to equations. First thing we're going to do is just a little bit of vocab, a little bit of understanding what terms mean. Put your iPads away, get your notes out, follow along with me. So an equation. Someone tell me, what is an equation?
Equation is basically.
An equation is like a math.
It's a math problem. What does an equation have in it that an expression does not? They can all have variables, but an equation has an equal sign, right? An equation has an equal sign. So an equation is basically a math sentence. So think English class, you're writing a sentence with an equal sign. So every equation is going to have, oh my goodness, my hand is just not agreeing with this app right now. Every equation, I am left-handed. Every equation will have an equal sign, okay? And basically what it is it's showing a relationship. So what are you doing? Put it away. Put it away. I've played that game with so many people. It doesn't work on me anymore. So sometimes an equation will be true. Other times an equation will be false. And I'm going to show you which is which, okay? So if an equation is true, that would be something like this. 1 plus 1 equals 2, right? What is on the left side is the same as what's on the right side of the equal sign, okay? A false equation would be something like this. 1 plus 1 equals 3, okay? Those are not equal, so that is a false equation. We are looking for true equations in math, okay? We want them to equal each other. There's also what's called an open sentence. Excuse you. An open sentence is an equation that contains one or more variables and can be true or false depending on the values of the variables. So you can have one or more variables and is true or false depending on the values of the variables. Okay, so that's an open sentence. So basically what I mean by that is if there's a variable involved, okay, that is considered an open sentence because we don't know what X is or what Y is or whatever your variable is, and it can be true or it can be false, but that's an open sentence, okay? So let me show you a few examples, and you're going to tell me true, false, or open, okay? Example 1. I want to know true, false, or open. So let's say our first one is this. 24 plus 18 equals 20 plus 22. Okay? Is that a true equation, a false equation, or an open equation? You can use your calculator if you want. 24 plus 18 equals 20 plus 22. True, false, or open? Yeah. True. Why is it true?
Because 24 plus 18 equals 20 plus 20.
Right. So they both equal 42, right? This is 42. This is 42. So when they're both equal like that, that is true. Okay. What about this one? 7 times 8 equals 54. True, false, or open? What's 7 times 8? 56, right? So this is saying 56 equals 54, which is not true, right? So this is considered a false equation. Okay, last one. If I say 2x minus 14 equals 54, true, false, or open? Open. We don't know the value of x right now. We could find it, right? We could solve for it, but it's open. It might be true, it might be false. So we would say this is an open equation. We're still looking for a value. Okay? Questions on that? Hey, put it away. So that leads us to a solution of an equation, and that would be in this type of setup. We can find a solution when there's this variable that is unknown currently. Okay, so you would check if something is a solution in this type of problem. So if, for example, 2, they're going to say, is x equals 6 a solution to 32 equals 2x plus 12. Okay, now at this point, some of you probably know how to solve that equation for x. That's not what they're asking you to do here. They're asking you, if x is this, does it work out? So all you have to do on these is plug x in. Okay, you're gonna go 32 equals 2, plug in your x value, which is 6, plus 12, and then you just have to simplify. So 2 times 6 is 12, plus 12 equals 32. Is that true?
Yeah.
No, right? 12 plus 12 is 24, and 24 does not equal 32. So when they ask, is it a solution? We would say no, because 32 doesn't equal 24.
Basically, we take the open equation
Mhm.
and we like
You
use-
plug in whatever value they give you.
So like the x wouldn't necessarily have to be 6. I could put
Well, they're saying, is x equals 6 a solution?
Yeah.
So you're going to plug it in as 6, but the right answer is not 6, right? Because 6 isn't a solution.
and then we try to solve it with that 6, and if it didn't come out, then it should be no.
Yep, you just say no. You don't have to find the right answer. You just have to say that's not the right answer. Yeah. Okay, how about this one? Yes. Is m equals 1/2 a solution to 6m minus 8 equals -5? Okay, so is m equals 1/2 gonna work in this problem? So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna plug in? The 1/2, right? So where you see m, if m is 1/2, you're gonna plug that 1/2 in here. So it's gonna be 6 times the 1/2 minus 8 equals -5. So you're plugging this in exactly how you see it, but with the m replaced, okay? Now you simplify. So what's 6 times 1/2? Or half of 6? You could do 0.5, yeah. Half of 6 would be 3, so it's 3 minus 8 equals -5. What's 3 minus 8? Or 3 plus a -8 is a -5. Okay, so you get -5 equals -5. So is m equals 1/2 a solution? Yes, because they came out to exactly the same value. Okay, so you're literally just taking values and you're plugging them in. Okay, last thing, that's the whole lesson. But the last thing I want to touch on is this idea, because this is something that's going to show up throughout the year, and I want you to think the words that go with the symbols, okay? In math, when you see is, okay, the word is in math, do you know what that should make you think of? If I say equals, right? X is 7. I'm saying X equals 7. So whenever you see is, you need to think equals. Okay? Whenever you see the word is, you need to think equal sign, because is equals when in math. Okay? Any questions on that? All right, that is the extent of your 180.